ain't what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9. Watson. And that's complete. Albert Okurebuna. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Now it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 3.
Watson on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
You know they pay me extra.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 20. .5 miles an hour.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Chase Claypool.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, McFarland. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Pittsburgh.
Running with McFarland. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's McFarland. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
40-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run here with Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
It's from the gun. Here's Watson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 3. Check 26.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They'll set up a throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Back to throw again. He's going to let it go again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The third down pass.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky.
Watson off play action. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Steps away to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, this will be McFarland. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
An inside handoff. This is McFarland.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this will be caught by his big tight end Ebron for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell on
Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory,
right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Ball comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Right here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Steelers.
On the ground, it's McFarland.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Again, McFarland. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Stopped short of the goal line. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll run with McFarland.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Let's go! Anthony McFarland.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
And 7.
Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
By the Steelers.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Steeler first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver.
And it's third and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Anthony McFarland
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You got the think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Michael O.J. Mudia. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Second down.
On second down now, McFarland. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
7 yards. And it's third down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Here we go.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
She-Rag got me.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled